What's going on, everybody? My name is Real Nick CL, and today I am joined by Robino.
What's going on, y'all?
And recently at AMC Theaters, starting back in June, they are hosting something called Studio Ghibli Fest 2017, which they're going to have 6 classics brought over from Studio Ghibli. They're airing in America one day in English dubbed, and the other day in in English subtitled.
Which is on Sunday's English dub. Monday will be Japanese dub.
Now, back in June was My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Kiki's Delivery Service, we reviewed on Rubino's channel, which should be out here either soon or has already come out. I don't know when
it's going to come out soon.
It always been to edits faster.
Yeah. It's probably going to be it.
We are doing Castle in the Sky today. We're going to review that movie today. We just finished watching not too long ago. That came out in August.
Right.
And September next month, or later this month, whenever this movie is going out, we're going to be watching Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. In October is going to be Spirited Away, all in time for Halloween.
Probably on my channel, Spirited Away.
What?
Are we going to take turns?
Nausicaa's in your channel then.
You don't want Nausicaa on my channel?
I don't care.
No,
We'll later. Anyway, and Howl's Moving Castle is going to be in late November. Now, I'm enjoying this immensely. I love watching all these movies on the big screen. I had the Blu-rays of all these movies already. So I've already seen them all multiple times.
Yeah, I know for me, watching an anime in theaters, it's not really the same for me.
Really? I love it.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's just I'm not that little boy anymore. You know, I remember my first ever anime I ever saw in theaters was Pokemon the first movie, and then I saw Pokemon the second movie, Pokemon the third movie, and it was really cool at first. I loved it, but after watching Dragon Ball Z F.
I love watching that in theaters. That was awesome.
Don't get me wrong, great movie.
That was
But I just didn't feel that same way I felt when I was a kid. I just kind of felt like, I love the movie, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I would watch an anime in theaters again.
To me,
maybe watch Pokemon first movie, and maybe the first 3 Pokemon movies, and maybe the Digimon movie. But just any other anime or anime movie, since I watch all the movies at home.
In my opinion, watching in theaters is one of the best ways to watch a movie. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So anytime I get a chance to watch a movie, no matter how old, in the theater, just to experience it, I'll do it.
I mean, experience is great.
I'm enjoying watching these old movies, like for example, Kiki came in '86.
Right.
So there's no way I could watch that in movie theaters.
Right.
No way. And I can't remember exactly when Castle was out. It seems like it was older, so probably even older than that. I didn't do enough research into that, so I wouldn't have seen that in theaters either if it came out. Even came out in theaters before at the time period.
It probably did. It's just probably just in Japan.
Watching these movies in theaters in English sub for me, which I love, so it's just an awesome experience for me.
English dub for me.
Castle in the Sky is a weird movie. It follows like a different alternate reality where you use steam power or something similar, or steam power. Right. They have floating airships, so they used to get around a lot, or other steam technology like railroads and all that stuff, and like old-style steam cars in some cases, and tanks. It follows a post-apocalyptic world almost, where apparently they had massive airships, a war happened, and now all people are living in small colonies or small homes and struggling to survive, or getting in communities and all that stuff. So, and then it follows Pazu. Or actually, we start off with Sheeta. She's on an airship and she just tries to escape. We don't know what's going on. Right. She steals a necklace and then falls.
Right. And
she's being chased. As she falls, the necklace lights up and she's instead of falling, she floats down slowly. Right. Introduce Pazu, who is a miner's assistant or something. He works.
Yeah. He was a miner's assistant.
They're both little kids, like 13 years old. They're young children almost.
Yeah.
So he's helping the older men shovel coal into the machines to activate steam to make operate elevators and other machinery. Like that, steam powered.
He was kind of like his father figure anyway.
But he has no parents. So
he doesn't have any parents, but he looks after him.
He finds this girl, Sheeta, sees the necklace, and then next thing you know, people start attacking. Not attacking, but looking for her. Captain Dola and her little family, all her sons and stuff, they come out looking for they're pirates. They come looking for the gem on around her neck because of its unique properties. Then we have Colonel Muska and General Muroro. I can't remember his name properly. They're part of the military, and they're after her because they're looking for a place called Laputa.
Yeah.
Which is an ancient floating castle in the sky, hence the name of the movie, where apparently untold riches are. There's massive technology from the future almost, because they have like robots and amazing stuff that just after the war happened, just disappeared. It's floating in the sky, shrouded in shadows and off somewhere, and they can't find it.
Right.
So they need her in order to find it.
Right.
It's later revealed that she is Princess Sheeta of the place. Her real name is Lushita Tol Laputa.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got that wrong. She's the princess of the Laputa, and apparently she doesn't know why. That's my issue. There's plot holes. We don't know a lot of stuff. They don't explain a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
This thing follows. They eventually find the place. Pazu and Princess Sheeta get there. They have the whole scuffle between Colonel Muska, who's actually also an heir to the throne. So then, well, they have to use two magical powers of the thing to destroy the place, prevent it from falling into enemy hands, and then they survive and live happily ever after.
Right.
There's a lot more involved in that, but I'm just giving you a basic rundown. So, what did you think of this movie overall? What did you rate this?
I'm gonna give this movie a 9.
A 9.
I'm giving it 9 beards.
9 beards, yes.
My only problem with this movie was pretty much I know what was going on throughout the movie. I just wish there were more detail of her family. Why did they come down? I mean, like actually seeing them.
That's my main issue as well. Because they didn't.
I wanted to see more of that. That was my only issue. That was it. Other than that, movie was phenomenal. You already know music, all that.
Music was there. It wasn't as great as other Miyazaki films. There were some good music. It's a very whimsical feeling music, but in Spirited Away and Kiki's Delivery Service, music was more prevalent there. This is not as much.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
But their action was awesome. The graphics were awesome. It was a little older feeling movie.
Yeah.
So the graphics or the animation wasn't as smooth, as fluid as some of the most recent Miyazaki movies, but it was still there and enjoyable. Like I said, the same thing, the story. The one issue I had with the story was they didn't explain where she came from exactly. Why the people in Laputa were no longer there? Why is she doing on Earth for several hundred years with the necklace? There's various issues like what happened to the war. I wish they would have gone into further detail about what happened to create this world in the first place.
So what did you give this?
I'm actually give this, because of that, I'm gonna give this movie an 8.
8.
Yes.
Okay.
Above average. I enjoyed the movie immensely. It's just that one big plot hole for me kind of undid it because you're not explaining why or how and stuff like that, which bothers me a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I know.
Overall,
yeah,
I really enjoy this movie. We went into a debate of sub or dub, which we'll be having later.
Yes, we are going to have another debate on that. You know, I'd rather watch it. I'm going to rewatch this in English dub, y'all. I'm going to watch an English dub just so I get a little bit of a better feel. I'm an English dub guy. That's what I'm used to. That's all it is.
This movie, however, there's a lot of emotion to this movie.
Yes.
Screaming, yelling, because she keeps getting kidnapped. He's screaming after her. A lot of emotion. They're fighting a lot. So, listening in Japanese, how had they created in the first place, I enjoy doing that. I enjoy listening to how it was meant to be created. Yeah. Of course, not saying that English dubbed is bad, where they have English people screaming, yelling as well. They can be just as emotional, but I like how the movie is meant to be created based on this, based on the Japanese voices. That's why I enjoy Japanese animation, or Japanese English subtitled better, personally.
Yeah. Well,
now,
I'm sticking with English dub, baby.
Okay. Anything else to say about this movie at all?
I'm good, man.
I know we didn't go into it too much, but
y'all need to check those movies out. Also, again, my channel, Keith Delivery Service, is on there, so check that one out if you haven't seen it.
And we'll be looking forward to Nausicaa Valley of the Wind next month. Yeah. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching this episode. Hope to see y'all next time.
It's your channel. So
thanks for joining me, Robert.
Hey man, I appreciate it, man.
Bye.
Later.